Ange, it's great to talk to you, but I know you were keen to speak to the Celtic supporters as soon as you possibly could. Welcome to the club. How does it feel to be the new Celtic manager?
Yeah, it's pretty surreal, mate. It's obviously a fantastic and exciting opportunity for myself, and looking forward to getting there and starting work and experiencing the special atmosphere and environment that is Celtic Football Club.
You've managed and won titles in Australia and Japan. You've managed at a World Cup. What was it about the Celtic job that made you decide to make the long trip across the world?
Yeah, I mean, I think the way some people talk, it is just the other side of the world. It's not another planet. So we're well aware of the size of Celtic Football Club and the history of it. And certainly growing up in Australia, we were starved of sort of top level football and anything we could get from overseas. We sort of took in as much as we could, and Celtic were a big part of that. There was a massive Celtic following in Australia, and so I'm well aware of the history and the culture and the success the club's had and what it's been built on. So everyone I've spoken to said the same thing about me. It'll be the experience of my lifetime, and it's an opportunity that was too good to pass up.
Tell us a bit about yourself. For those who follow you, they'll know about your huge reputation in Australia and in Asia, and particularly about your football philosophy. You're very much about attacking football. I heard you describe your philosophy as being the opposite of conservative football. That's very much in the DNA of Celtic supporters, so it'll be music to their ears.
Yeah, look, I mean, I guess it's something that's easy to say. I think for the most part, that's the kind of football people like to watch. I've had a real passion for the game from a very young age, and it was thrust upon me by my father, and he loved the entertainers. When I was growing up, I had Kenny Dalglish posters all over my wall, mate. And, he always pointed out the players who were entertaining, who were attacking, and that just rubbed off on me. And I knew the moment I started my coaching career that I wanted to produce football teams that, my father would like to watch, which is a basic premise, but that people would love to watch. You obviously have to be successful in this game. I wouldn't have lasted this long if I wasn't successful. And, I was driven to win things as anyone else. But I have a real clear idea on how I want my football teams to play. And that is to make sure that, our supporters don't sit down for 90 minutes. Definitely want to entertain, the faithful at Celtic Park and make sure that, they are excited about the way the team plays. But, again, we've always had an Australian connection there. We've got Tommy Rogic there, and I've always followed Tommy's career. And we had Daniel Arzani there not long ago. And, even before that, people like Scotty McDonald, Big Dukes has been through there. So it's a club I've followed for a long time. And so I've kind of looked at their performances last year, have an idea of where they're at. And we want to start the season really positively and start with the first game. But, there's no magic formula for that. It's just hard work. And, once I get there, can't wait to get to work with the staff and the players. I mean, that's the exciting bit for me. And my job is to make sure they all realise their potential and hopefully produce something special for the club.
And of course, you've got some big games right at the start. You'll be wanting to hit the ground running. What have you been doing in preparation for that?
Yeah, I've been in constant contact with the club CEO, and me and Dominic have already got a really good relationship going, and he's sort of given me a great outline of where the club's at the moment and what the priorities are from a playing point of view and a staffing point of view. From my perspective, it's when I get there, I will have done a lot of work anyway, because I really think that from the moment I sort of touch ground there, I get in amongst and have as much information as possible so that I can make the best decisions for the football club moving forward.
What will your priorities be when you do finally get here?
Just, I guess, to get to know everyone and for them to get to know me. I think it's a really important part of the whole strategy is that, I'm going to set us off in a direction. And I've always said people have got to believe in me more than anything else. Anything I say or anything I do beyond that will be fruitless if they don't believe in me as a person. And that'll be my first task, to make sure that, everyone gets to understand me as quickly as possible. And then we start with all facets of the club. The priority is to get this club back to where it should be and where its supporters want it to be. And, from my perspective, as I said, there's no shortcuts to that. We'll cover every base, mate, and make sure that we're ready for that first game.
You've also got quite a lot of experience in terms of building talent as well. That's something that's very much important to Celtic Football Club. Is that an area that you'll be looking to build on as you get into the role?
Absolutely. I'm a big believer that if you can, produce homegrown talent and players who have come through the club. There's, for the player himself, there's an extra meaning to representing that football club. And I think even to the supporters, because they see one of their own out there. And I think that's very important. The first step of that is to make sure that the talent is being produced and nurtured at the club. And I want to get really involved with the academy process as well and see, where they're at. They've produced some fantastic footballers in recent times. And my job is to give those footballers an opportunity and, as I said, make them realise their potential. But for me, age is irrelevant. It's about, players who are really ambitious. And as I said, they want to produce something special. Our careers all end at one stage. But I've always felt if you can produce something that lasts well beyond your career, then it makes everything you've done worthwhile.
What about away from the game? I know the job here will be pretty much 24/7 full on, but is there anything else about Scotland that you're looking forward to experiencing?
No, all of it. I mean, that's part of the experience. I mean, as a family, we left Australia, 4 years ago, and we made a decision that we were going to hit the road, so to speak, and wherever that journey may take us. That's the beauty of football. It can take you to all parts of the globe. And, our first stop was Japan as a family. We've enjoyed living here. But yeah, really looking forward to getting up to Scotland. I've been there a few times. I've always found the people are so fantastic up there. And, my wife and my kids are looking forward to moving up there. My wife will tell you, mate, it's just football with me. So she's the one that's going to be exploring the rest of Glasgow and Scotland. But, we're looking forward to it as a family, and I've got no doubt we'll enjoy the experience.
Yeah, we can't wait to welcome you and your family here to Glasgow and to Scotland. What message would you send out to those Celtic supporters?
Look, I guess from my perspective, it was probably the most appealing thing to me. I've been told so often about the atmosphere at Celtic Park and how passionate the supporters are, and I realise it's generational support. It's support that goes back 3 or 4 generations. Celtic Football Club is part of people's households, and all I can do is pledge to them that I'll give my all to make sure that we make them proud of their football club, and as I said, create something special. And something special means that something that they'll be a part of, and that they can talk about to the next generation of Celtic supporters in their families. So, as I said, I can't wait to get out there and start working. Over time, people will get to know me well and will understand sort of what I'm about. But for now, it's just I'd like to thank everyone. I've had some fantastic, support from all over the globe. Celtic supporters are everywhere, and somehow they've managed to get a hold of me one way or another. But I've had some fantastic support, and as I said, I look forward to getting over there and feeling that atmosphere and getting going.